Others now, please. Ratan Sharda, your response to that. Of course, one argument that he's making is that it is a diversionary tactic. There are others who say that why probe a 40-year-old matter? What will you find in it? There are still others who say that there is a diversion, for the Milky Put bypole, an attempt to polarize. How do you respond to all of these charges coming in from opposition? Ratan Sharda.
Madhav, if it were, if this particular riot, if you search, it doesn't even appear on the search. That is the very ridiculous part, that when you look at riots of UP, it doesn't figure anywhere. I just checked just 5 minutes back. So there has been attempt to bury that riot, whether a Janata Party or whether a Jansangh. If there is an inquiry, truth will come out. The people who say that we are digging the past, creating bitterness, forget that after 2000 Gujarat riots, there were 31 people convicted, 11 were sentenced to death, 20 were given life sentence. Still, people keep on claiming that Gujarat riot, Gujarat riot. They recite it like a mantra. Whatever happens, BJP Gujarat, they forget Godhra. So this attitude of not looking at riots, if they are in UP, and also look at 1984 Sikh riots, nothing was done. The case was reopened, and people are getting punishment now. So we must look at the history very clearly, with very objectively, and whoever is the culprit can either can be sentenced, or at least people can learn the lessons why it should not be repeated. We have forgotten the Muzaffarnagar, Meerut, Bijnor riots of earlier on. We have forgotten Delhi massacre, in which 1,400 people, or 16 to 2,600 to 2,000 people are massacred in half a day. So if we forget and if we don't learn any lessons, we will not improve. So we need to know why Sambhal erupted in riots every time. They keep on saying 4 people died in Sambhal. We know they didn't die from police bullets. And if that happened, who was responsible for the creation of the situation, a riot-like situation? So if you go to the depth, you'll realize that we must find that why these riots happen in certain places.
Let me put that question across to Tehseen. Tehseen, if 1984 riots, justice was not done, if at the moment there are cases going on where the accused or alleged accused in those cases are finally meeting the ends of justice, why not for 1978 is question number one coming from Ratan Sharda. But in this case, there are 2 or 3 things, at least going by the statements of locals, that make this probe relevant. And that is, A, there were a large number of accused and very few of them were actually, made accused in the cases over there. B, the matter was not even appealed before the High Court from the trial court which acquitted them. Don't these 2 things in themselves merit this kind of a probe? Tehseen.
Good evening, Madhav. Thank you for having me in the show. Except that the SP told Times Now, and you played his bite, that this is no sort of investigation. This is a BJP MLA who's asked for files. Nevertheless, or asked for details. Nevertheless, if these lead to some sort of an investigation, it is welcome. Justice, however late, must be given to people. But Ratan Sharda ji said, look, there's conviction now in the 1984 riots. He just said this on your show. Sajjan Kumar was acquitted. And the fact is, the only convictions that have been held in the UP eras. Similarly, Pramod Tiwari ji said that the riots happened when the Jansangh was in power. So the fact of the matter is that either ways, there must be convictions. And I completely support this. But I would also ask my friend from the BJP, the Honorable Dr. Mishra ji, please tell me, Sambhal, recently also there was an incident. When will those people be punished? How long will that take? Baraich, there was an incident. When will that punishment happen? It's nice. We've gone to 1978 before I was born. I don't know about you, Madhav, because you look younger than me. So I don't know whether you were born. I'm great that you've gone there. What about what happened two months ago? Can Yogi Govt
Well, compliments would only get you so far, Tehseen. But Ratan Sharda, you want to quickly respond to the point? Yes.
It was not Jansangh government, it was Janata Party government headed by Ram Naresh Yadav, a Socialist Party veteran. So let us not try to put the blame on Jansangh. Jansangh is a part of Janata Party. Janata Party is ruling, of which the head of the government was a Socialist Party member. So I am saying whether it was part of Jansangh or not, Jansangh was part of the inquiry, riot or not. If it comes out guilty, fine. But at least accept that we have to revisit the riots which are buried deeply. And you look at the evidence that is coming out. So to say, गड़े मुर्दे उखाड़ रहे हैं, हमको पता ही नहीं तो समय क्या हुआ, तो 47 की याद क्यों करते हैं हम? Why do you study history at all? Always read newspaper or yesterday. Shut all history bookshops, shut all research on history. We say we already will present. Somebody is killed today, tomorrow we'll forget. We'll have TV debate, then something else will happen. Today Tirupati happens, we'll shout about it today. We'll forget what happened earlier in some other temples. This is not the way. We have to find solution, reconciliation, because we are a wounded civilization. Okay. We must accept it. And if you don't accept it, we will everything is hunky dory. Then why did riots happen during Congress time?
All right.
Because
All
there
right.
is
We'll have to
something
leave it there.
deeply worrying.
Yeah, very, very relevant points. In fact, all eyes on what that report will be and whether the government decides to take action on that report or not. As Tehseen rightly said, it's not yet in the stage of inquiry or even a formal court case. Dr. Kaushalkant Mishra, Ratan Sharda, Tehseen Poonawalla, Professor Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi, thanks so much for joining us this evening.